Praise be Jesus and Mary. On the outskirts of Rome, along the Via Appia Antica, there is a church with a rather unusual title. It's called the Church of Domine Quo Vadis. The first century, under the reign of the Emperor Nero, according to tradition, St. Peter, the first pope, the rock on which our Lord built his church, decided to flee the city of Rome due to the fierce persecutions of the Christians. And as he was leaving the city, at the spot where the church is built today, he saw our Lord. And our Lord was heading into the city. Domine, quo vadis? St. Peter asked our Lord, Lord, where are you going? Eo Romam iterum crucifigi. Our Lord replied, I'm going to Rome to be crucified again. St. Peter turned around, followed our Lord, embraced his cross, and eventually met his martyrdom, all for the love of Christ. Domine, quo vadis? Today, we enter into Holy Week. And in Palm Sunday, we see our Lord on the move, entering and heading into a city. But there is no need for us to ask, Domine, quo vadis? We know where he is going. We know what he is about to do. And for it, our soul magnifies the Lord. Because our Lord enters into the city of Jerusalem to accomplish the Paschal Mystery, his passion, death, and resurrection. And our soul magnifies the Lord for the great things he has done for us. It's important to remember, as we begin Holy Week, that our Lord entered into Jerusalem freely and voluntarily. Freedom is the essential condition for love. And he enters into his hour freely. You know, in the New Testament, there are two Greek words that are used for time. One is chronos, the other is kairos. Chronos is time in the qualitative sense. So, hours, days, weeks, months, years, etc., etc. Kairos is time in the qualitative sense. It's the reality that gives time its meaning and direction. When our Lord enters into his hour, it is always called kairos. He enters into time, chronos, to enter into his hour, kairos. And by entering into his hour, he enters into our lives and gives it its proper direction. What happens in Holy Week happens in time, but transcends it. It is both historical and a mystery. It's history and mystery. And since it transcends time, we can actually enter into the Paschal Mystery today. Domine, quo vadis? There's no need to ask that question. We know. And our soul magnifies the Lord and needs to magnify the Lord in the proper way, especially during Holy Week. In the Gospel of St. Luke, the only person that has her soul mentioned is that of the Blessed Virgin Mary. The first instance is when she magnifies the Lord with her soul, in her soul, when she sings her Magnificat. And the other time where her soul is mentioned is in the prophecy of Simeon, when Simeon prophesies that her soul will be pierced by a sword. Her soul magnifies the Lord by having her heart pierced by the sword. She enters into the passion of our Lord and participates in it in a unique and singular way. St. John Paul II says, Our Lady precedes us and leads us to the cross of Christ. Today we enter into Holy Week, and to truly magnify the Lord in our soul, we need to immerse ourselves in the Immaculate Heart of Mary. She precedes us, and she leads us to the cross. May she lead us to the cross of Christ, to our blessed Lord, crucified. May she lead us directly to his Sacred Heart, so as to experience in our lives, to participate in what St. Paul calls the length, the depth, the height, and the width of Christ's love for us. Praise be Jesus and Mary.